All right, so hello everyone and welcome back to Tech with Luther. In today's video, we're going to learn how to point out issues in our Python code before committing it to our Git repository, and we're going to do that using pre-commit. All right, so there are many Python packages developed to improve our code. We have Flake8, Black, and Isolate that serve as a linter and code formatter. We can also make use of Bandit and pip audit for security checks, as well as MyPy for static code analysis. However, if you run these packages individually, it will be kind of like inefficient and also time consuming, right? So that's where pre-commit enters the pictures. Pre-commit is a tool that allows us to run all these packages automatically before executing the git commit command and to prevent the commit action from proceeding if any of these packages encounter any issues. Now, to install pre-commit, you just need to type down pip install pre-commit. Now, the first step that we need to do when working with pre-commit is we need to create a configuration file, which is that pre-commit config.yaml. Inside this file, we need to add the pre-commit hook scripts. Now, a pre-commit hook describes an action that pre-commit will run before git allows us to commit to be made, right? So each of these packages will have its own hook. So for example, I have this pre-commit config.yaml right here. I'm using Black for as my code formatter in my project, and also the Flake8 for as a linter. And each of these packages has its own hook. So this is a hook for Black. This is a hook for Flake8. All right. So pre-commit will also use this script to create its own isolated environment, and this is different from the virtual environment of your Python, right? So it will install a specific version of the package based on what you've specified in the rev section right here. So if I'm using Flake8 and I specify 7.3 version, actually this corresponds to the Flake8 GitHub repository under the tags right here. So this is the version of Flake8 that pre-commit will use. All right, moving forward. So next we need to install the pre-commit hook scripts in Git, and to do that we just need to type down pre-commit and then install. We are essentially telling Git that we have this pre-commit configuration files that it needs to use before committing our code in our Git repository. All right, so the next step now is we need to put all the files that we have into the staging area of Git, and to do that we just need to type down git add and then git status. So as you can see here, these are the files that I have currently in my staging area. I have added a new file here, which is sample.py, and this is the only Python file that I have, and we will run all the hooks against this file. All right, and to do that, we just need to type down pre-commit and then run and then all and files. All right, so you will only execute this command when you are using pre-commit for the first time, or if you add new hooks in the future, right? So, but other than that, these hooks will run automatically on git commit. Now, the first time a pre-commit runs on a file, it will automatically download and install the packages that you're using in your project and run the hook against the files that you have currently in your staging area. Now, if you have configuration files for your packages, pre-commit will automatically use them. So for example, I have here a configuration file for Bandit, configuration file for Flake8, and so on and so forth. Note that running the hook for the first time, it might be slow. As you can see here, it says here this may take a few minutes, right? Now, you can find, if you are curious about, where is the isolated environment of the pre-commit, to do that, you just need, it's usually under the user's home directory. I'm going to create another terminal here. And on my end, it's under the users and then the username Marty and also that cache and pre-commit. So this is the virtual, and this is the isolated environment of your pre-commit. All right. So since pre-commit will take time, I've actually pre-run it, so it will save us time. So what happened here was the pre-commit created its own isolated environment, as you can see here. Afterwards, it runs the hooks against the files that we have. So as you can see here, the file passed the Black package, Flake8, it's passed, iSearch passed, MyPy, it failed. So I need to do some changes in my Python file, and I need to address the issues raised by MyPy. All right, so I think that's all for this video, and that's how you can check your Python code prior to committing into Git. I hope you learned something new today, and if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and turn notification. And if there's a topic you'd love to see covered, please drop a comment down below, and let's continue building this learning community together.